To complete this first section of the course, I want to introduce you to a person who is a clear example of the incredible things that can be achieved when you combine a super intense desire to be the best in learning English. I am talking about Mr. Jack Ma. At the time of making this video, he is the richest man in China. He is also the founder of the largest e-commerce company in the world, Alibaba, and he is one of the people who has contributed the most to make China a world economic power. Today, Jack Ma is one of the richest and most influential men in the world, but his beginnings were very simple in his hometown, Hangzhou, China. He was born in a very humble family, but eager to be someone better. The story of Mr. Jack Ma is very relevant to this course because everything he has achieved in his life began learning to speak English. The following is the story of how he learned English, told by Jack Ma in an interview with Charlie Rose.
I really like I don't know why at 12, 13 years old, that time I suddenly fell in love into the language, the English. And there's no place you can learn English at that time. There's no books, English books. So I went to the Hangzhou Hotel, now called Hangzhou Shangri-La Hotel, because that was the hotel can receive the foreign visitors. So every morning for 9 years, I showed them around as a free guide, and they taught me English. And I think that changed me. Today, I'm a 100% made in China. I've never got a one-day train outside China. Yeah. And when people talk to me, say, Jack, how can you speak English like that? Why sometimes you talk like an Western guys? I think that was the 9 years. These Western tourists opened my mind because everything they told me are so different from the things I learned from the schools and from my parents. So now I have a habit. Whatever I see, whatever I read, I use my mind. Think about for 2 minutes.
Jack Ma had all the limitations of the world, all the reason to say that it was impossible, and even though he did it, that only means that anyone willing to do so can do it. As you can notice, Jack Ma didn't learn to speak English perfectly. When he speaks English, he has some grammatical or pronunciation errors, but who cares that? Nobody. His achievements are not because of the perfection of the English that he speaks. They are because he is a great communicator of his ideas. That is exactly what really counts, and it is what led him to achieve such an amazing success in his life. Jack Ma is a great role model. Not the Jack Ma that is now, but the Jack Ma that was when he wanted to learn to speak English.